This man built a criminal empire by convincing people that a single bar of soap could make them rich. Let's find out how today on Hustlers, Gamblers, and Entrepreneurs. We're looking at Jefferson Randolph Soapy Smith. Soapy was born in Georgia in 1860 to a very wealthy family, but the Civil War destroyed the family's wealth. So Soapy moved out west and quickly realized that showmanship could move crowds, it could convince people, it could influence people tremendously. So before there was Ron Popeil or Billy Mays or Mr. Beast, Soapy was selling soap like a carnival barker from a traveling show. Now, what was the scam? Well, you see, Soapy had a crew of people that moved around with him, and he would sell the soap. But the reason he was able to sell so much soap was because inside the soap there was money. In some of the bars of soap, wrapped in the wrapper, there was cash. However, wouldn't you know who won the pony? Every time somebody got the cash, it was one of Soapy's guys. So, in a world where $100 might be a month or 2 months or more of wages, these guys would open up their soap and there's $100 bill. Oh my God, I won. And people would rush to buy this soap. Not for the soap. I'm sure it was the best soap ever created if you listen to Soapy, but they weren't buying the soap for the soap. They were buying the soap because they might have $100 bill wrapped up inside it. They might have some cash inside it. Now, Soapy used the proceeds to get involved in all kinds of crime. He election fraud, strong arm robbery, rigged gambling games, you name it, Soapy had a finger in it. He was not a nice guy. However, his trick of creating a promotion or a contest or a game of chance around a normal item, you can still see it used today. Bill Phillips built a huge protein company by saying somebody was going to win a Corvette at the end of the year. Went from nothing to huge in very, very quickly. In less than a year, people were buying the stuff, buying the goop as quick as they could. This kind of creating a contest or creating a raffle in order to sell your common, regular, everyday item can change the game at so many levels. It's taking something that is just ordinary and putting a lot of excitement around it. So think about McDonald's with the Monopoly game before they found out that was rigged. Every year they'd run the Monopoly game and people would flock to McDonald's because they just wanted to get that boardwalk card. And if they got the boardwalk card, they won a ton of money. This is a tactic and a strategy that's used over and over and over again in modern everyday business. And Soapy used it beautifully. However, he did use it obviously for unethical and immoral ends. However, but that doesn't mean the strategy is illegitimate. It means the way he used it was illegitimate. But how can you use it to make tons of money? That's the question you need to be asking yourself. What kind of contest, what kind of excitement can you wrap around your widget? Because when you figure that out, when you figure out what the market wants and connect it to your widget, it's like magic. So that's what we're doing. That's what we learned from Soapy this week on Hustlers, Gamblers, and Entrepreneurs. Tune in again next time where we are going to study the best con men and con women in the entire history of the world. And we're going to figure out what they did and how you can use it to put more money in your pocket ethically and legally. I'll see you next time.